just in time for the BW baseball game. The first game of this doubleheader right here in beautiful Brea, Ohio, where the good guys are looking for a win today. A much needed sweep, to say the least. Got swept to Mount, unfortunately, on Wednesday. Of course, got killed to Washington and Jefferson last Thursday. We need a win like there ain't no tomorrow, folks. I'll be kind of honest. I think Coach Brian Harrison gonna say the same thing. Vince Dolcemaccio gonna be the man to stop this whole losing streak we're on. 3-game losing streak, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 3-game losing streak. Will Vince Dolcemaccio have what it takes to pick up a win for us? That's a question we'll find out in just a bit. As the good guys are looking forward to this one today. But anyways, looking at Muskingum, oh ye gods, they got a giant roster, my goodness. It's 3 pages long, and they got a lot of players from all over the place, folks. Let me be the first to tell you that. They got 2 guys from Japan. Who would have thunk it? Shoei Yamashita. And who else you might be wondering? The other dude, number 19 for Muskingum. That would be Yuzo Ishioka. So there is that. Their head coach is Jake Krupar, assisted by Michael Jacob, Tate Angle, Mark Ryder, and Doug Miller. The student manager is James Dixon. Muskie not doing that bad so far to start off the season. They're 5-5 in OAC play. We are, I believe, 6-4 in OAC play. Don't quote me on that. Being swept to the Polar Bears, being swept to the Purple Raiders. Otherwise, we have won every game. Aside from that, we swept Marietta, we swept Heidelberg, and we swept Wilmington. So yes, we are indeed 6-4 on the OAC season, 15-11 in the regular season. So there is indeed that. And good afternoon, everyone. It's April Rain, but it's baseball here at Fisher Field. Tommy Maroon here for WHPW. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. You gotta know when we go live next. 2 good teams ready to duke it out. Muskingum, I believe, 19-7, 5-5 on the season. We, on the other hand, we are, of course, 6-4 in OAC play, 15-11 on the regular season. But we need a win like now. We'll see if we can pick up the win or whatnot. I hope we can. Sure as heck hope we can. As the coaches are still talking things over between the two, I hear in the air tonight, which means we're going to hear the starting lines in just a minute. So let's listen to that. As the game is almost ready to begin here on WHPW. Your one stop for all things Highland Ball and Wallace. On a cold April afternoon. The weather's not gotten any better from the past few weeks. If anything, it may have gotten a little bit worse. It's still cold. Coach Harrison's still wearing a snow hat. Good guys talking things over right now, so there is that. Coach Brian Harrison, of course, he's in his 15th season. He has done a masterful job at Baldwin Wallace, leading us to 3 World Series appearances, 2014, 2022, 2023 is noted right there. Bunch of OAC tournament or NCAA tournament appearances. Bunch of OAC tournament appearances too. Of course, nothing quite like the College World Series, which Coach Harrison is no stranger to. We may not make the tournament this year. Oh, you gods, that's not good. What is good is that we have time to change it with a big win against the Muskies today, followed by another win against the Muskies today. Wouldn't that be sweet? I think it sure as heck would be. We're still waiting for the game to begin. Still waiting for everything. Muskingum gonna try to pick up the win today. We'll see if they have what it takes. We'll see what happens today. Muskies a pretty good team, pretty good schools we all know by now. In New Concord, Ohio. Well, I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. We'll see what happens in a minute. Looks like both coaches have broken out, wished each other a good game, which is always a good thing to see. Still waiting. Still waiting for things to begin. Still waiting for the starting lineup. Well, I have the starting lineup cards right over, where is it? Right there, right where my water bottle is. So there is that. As always, Fisher Field is symmetrical. Park 320 down the line. Just saw 375 out there. That's in the gaps. 400 out to dead center. So we'll see what happens out here. The wind. Well, the American flag is right there. It is not that windy so far today. Not going nuts right now. But it's blowing in from left field to right field. So there's that. A little bit into. Still waiting to hear the starting lineups for the Brown and Gold Brigade. We are almost ready for the game to begin, folks. Do we have what it takes? We will see what happens in a minute. Yep, we're staying loose. We're staying relaxed. Always good to see that. Always good to see that. Let's listen to the starting lineups if we have them yet. Well, they announced Muskingum starting lineup shortly before I went on the air here on YouTube, so I assume we'll be hearing the BW starting lineups in just a minute. Now we will. Now that all that's out of the way, it's time to play some baseball. Again, Vince Samashio on the mound for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Weather going to be in about the 40s once more, as it has been over the last, I don't know how long now. But Vince has Mason catching, Malley at first, Grant at second, Noah at third, Sean at short, Joey at left, Dennis at center, Justin at right field. What does the starting lineup consist of for them? Why it looks like this. Grant Mellerson is leading off. And what got to everyone else, but once again, this paper is kind of huge. I feel like that holding the scorecards would not be easy, so we'll just put them down for now. Yes, sir. Time to play some baseball. Good guys looking for a win, a much needed win on a 3-game losing streak right now. Boy, we'd love to pick up a win now more than we ever needed to, as Mason's going to rifle one down to looks to be Sean Kalanick, and this game's ready to begin. Grant Mellerson, number 9 in the program, but he'll wear number 1 today. Muskingum in the black. We will be in the white. So there is that. Then still some Ashio waiting as Grant Mellerson bats left-handed and throws right-handed. I believe he's the third baseman today, and I would not be mistaken. Still talking things over. Mellerson is a sophomore from Randallstown High School in Randallstown, Maryland. Still waiting for this game to begin, folks. Should be a dandy. Mellerson to lead off, 6 foot 180. Only going to play on the infield turf right now. As here we go. Jackets Muskies first pitch is a strike. Great to have you aboard on this somewhat of a chilly Saturday afternoon. Tommy Marin here for WHBW. And Vince going to work fast. Here comes his 0-1. Sharp ground ball to second. Graham Mitchell's got it. One gone. Good job there by Vince Stolsamashio, retiring him on 2 pitches. And considering the fact that there are a lot of dudes on this Muskingum team, I might have to use this instead because it's staple. Number 22 is up. That's Jackson Duchesne. Duchesne fouls the first pitch. It's 0-1. Excuse me for 1 second. Just need to fix everything. But Jackson Duchesne is a center fielder for the Muskies today. Bats left, throws left. So there is that. Duchesne down in a 0-2 hole. So there's that. Don't know who the umpires are. I apologize for that, folks. All I won't apologize for is if Vince gets the out against Duchesne. Pitch. He got him with a swing and a miss. Mason down to first, 2 gone. Following Duchesne is Toby Tiki. Tiki from Buckeye Local High School. So I believe that's how it's pronounced. I would not be mistaken. That one is his first ball today by Vince 1-0. Missed a little in, I think. 1 ball, no strikes. Vince still smashed it already. He's going to let it go. Sharp ground ball right back to Vince. So he got in that 1-2-3 inning in under 10 pitches. Good job there by Vince Stolsamashio. Retiring the sign in order. We're pretty hyped up about it. Not making a whole lot of noise about that, folks. It will be not the usual same 3 suspects. because leading off will be Sean Kalanick. Following that will be Justin Carinci and Maui Kilbane. So it's 1 and 3 that are the same. Justin batting 2 now. On the mound for them is Eric Cover from Wheeling Park High School in Wheeling, West Virginia. Eric Cover, a 5'10" right-hander. He is a grad student, I ought to say, Eric Cover. We're trying to make it look ugly here today. Let's hope that happens. That's right, we got to set the tone. Sean Kalanick will hopefully set the tone for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Wouldn't that be sweet? I think it would. Let's go look at Eric Cover right there. He's getting all ready for this game, but so are the good guys. Of course, 2 pitches. 7 pitches for Vince Dulcimascio in that first inning. Wow, you talk about efficiency, and he got a strikeout to go along with it, too. So, hey, he's not going to complain about that. A 4-3 ground out by Grant Mitchell, followed by a strikeout by Vince, and then a bounce out right back to Vince. This game is ready to hit the bottom half of the first inning in just a bit. The baseball is still out there, folks. Still practicing out there, Eric Cover. Again at third, that's number 9, Grant Mellerson. Looks like the shortstop will be number, 23, Connor Tommen. Tommen is the shortstop. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. Second base, that would be Palmieri. Sam Palmieri. And Sean Kalanick will lead off for the Brown and Gold Brigade, as always, in the bottom half of the first inning. Third baseman Grant Mellerson playing in as the first pitch coming up to Sean. Is a strike, 0-1. Eric Cover didn't throw that one hard, but it doesn't matter as long as if he gets a strike, he won't complain. Nothing in 1. Pitch coming up. Fouled back, nothing in 2. Nothing in 2. A little bit windy out here. See the American flag flying high out there. Off screen to the left, though, too. Sean is going to watch that one. 1-2. Muskies a tough team as always. They usually do a good job in every sport. 1-2 coming up. Bounces it. And just for comparison, in football, they nearly blew up the Death Star last year. I think they were on their third string quarterback mount, but still, nearly got them. They lost 28-21, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Etcheverry for the evil Empire did Tyler Etcheverry things, unfortunately. Sean loops one out of the air out to shallow right. That ball is going to be caught. Nice catch there by Sam Palmieri. Justin Carinci is up. Justin Carinci, we got something going out here. Bottom half of the first. Coach Matt Rosinski, of course, our third base coach. You got a good look at him right there as the first pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Bullpen barking out there. Vince Dulcimascio hoping for a long inning, so he's got some time to think about things as there's a ground ball to second. Easy play there. Throw down by Palmieri, 2 gone. Now he's up. 2 out. Nobody on here in the first inning. First 2 men gone. Now he will have to get something cooking. Here comes the first pitch, Mr. Kilbane. Watches ball 1. That one spiked. 0-0 scores you might expect in the first inning as the 1-0 coming up is in there, 1-1. Just a chilly day here in Beautiful Brio, Ohio. Clowns all over the place. 1-1, that one low, 2-1. 2-1. Is there a cover trying to match Vince in a 1-2-3 inning? There's a line shot. He won't match him with the 1-2-3 inning as there's a base hit into right field. And now Colin West is up. Colin, a good hitter. He's DHing for us today, so there is that. We'll see what Colin has in stock. Our first hit of the ball game, courtesy of Maui. Strike one to Colin, 0-1. Don't see too many guys in the bullpen right now behind me. Think they might be feeling calm about this today. Vince usually does a dandy as there's a bouncer at third. Good throw down. That's going to get him. Grant Mellerson retires him on a tough 5-3 ground out. Never easy to play third base out there. You got to gun it deep to first. Because that ain't easy considering the distance. Oh, you guys, that's about 40 some odd yards. If I'm not mistaken. You got to get pretty darn accurate. But that's how it happened right there for Mellerson. One hit for us. As you can tell, it is 0-0. First thing went by pretty darn fast. Sam Palmieri leading off by Wes Castaneda. And then number 28, that would be Weston Mielek. Weston Mielek in the hole for those rough and tough Muskies. Then stole some Ashio to nobody's surprise back out there in the second inning. Trying to match another good inning. He had 7 pitches in the first to retire the side in order. Got Mellerson to ground out to second. Got Duchesne to strike out and got Tiki to ground out right back to him. Palmieri leads off. Sam Palmieri, a junior from Kings High School in Mainville, Ohio. Cleanup man for those Muskies. Vince ready to begin his second inning of work. That's a bouncer in the hole to short. Sean Koenig, deep throw, one gone. One pitch, one out. I'm pretty sure Vince is going to enjoy that. Went over no English's head, but fortunately Sean was there to back him up. Alex Castaneda. He's a freshman from Texas. Muskingum not just going national, of course, as their strike on one. They got 2 guys from the great country of Japan. Muskingum's not going national. They're going international. Oh, you guys, that's impressive. Muskingum must have a really good recruiting team. And it's 0-2 now to Castaneda. Muskingum, of course, great school. They're on New Concord once again. I mentioned that earlier today, though. Line shot. That's their first hit of the ball game as it goes right to Joey Marisak. Mielek's up. Weston Mielek. Mielek with 1 on and 1 out here in the second inning. Each school 1 hit apiece so far. Noah backs up a little bit. Muskingum dugout barking as there's a sharp ground ball up the middle base hit. Chance will have to field that and get it in immediately. So back-to-back hits by Vince on back-to-back pitches, I guess. Had 2 strikes with 1 out, but now he's got 2 on and 1 out. After Mielek comes their catcher, number 40. That would be Benny Hess. Benny Hess, he's 6'2". He's from Reading community in Cincinnati. He's the catcher for the Muskies. You see that big dugout of Muskingum there barking. They can't fit everybody in the dugout. Good Lord. 1 ball, no strikes. A rare ball thrown today by Vince. And just look at that. Muskingum's dugout. They're packing everybody in there. Every square inch being packed up. There's one high in the air out to center. Looks like Dennis has a good beat on it. He will catch it. Runner tags, advances, does not advance out there. What a throw by Dennis to get the second out. Or to prevent the runner going down third, excuse me. Number 13, that's Aiden Reese. Aiden Reese is the right fielder from Muskingum. He's from Meadowbrook High School, Cambridge, Ohio. First pitch, dribbles one foul back. The Muskies have 2 on and 2 out here. They got Castaneda at second and Milik at first. Yes. Nothing in one coming up. And, ooh, it's a ball upstairs, 1-0. I don't know if it's me, but it seems like Vince is really having no control issues. He's really doing a dandy pitching out there. Here comes the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch on the way. Looking to second. Here it comes. Dribble first base side foul. Strike away from another shutout inning out here. Then Stolsamashio getting back in the saddle. Looking to strike out Reese, the sophomore. Vince, the Californian, gets set. Here's a pitch. Can't get him. 2-2. High and away. 2-2. 2 out. 2 on. Top of inning number 2. How about that, folks? Vince Stolsamashio ready. And here he comes with his 2-2 now. And we'll try it again. Fisher Field. Okay, right next to Bonds Hall and the Carmel School of Business. And Chem Hall. And he's set once again. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes here. There's a pickoff attempt, lobbing it down to Sean Kalanick. I don't know what the Muskingum dugout's talking about right there, but what I do know is that it is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the second. Right, once again, Vince going like go. There's one in the air out to left. That's a foul ball. Good thing that thing wound up foul. Otherwise, it's 1-0 Muskies. That's simple, folks. Everybody's going to have to retreat back. Vince dodges a bullet. And this at-bat really taking its precious time, that's for sure. 2-2, 2 out. Vince lets it go. And another foul ball. We'll try it again. Let's count how many pitches in this at-bat. Think this is the 8th pitch of the at-bat, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm mistaken, but you never know. Vince would love that 3rd out of the inning, folks, wouldn't he, my friend? Yes, he would. The 2-2 once again. And once again, a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat. I know that drives me nuts playing a video game, and whenever the opposition, whenever the battery fouls off my pitches, I'm getting really frustrated. I assume Vince is frustrated right now, but he's got to stay cool. 2-2 once again. And another foul ball. My goodness. 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up. It has been a war at the dish so far. Dugout trying to get some good things going as Vince trying to get what would be his second K of the ball game. We'll see if he can do it or whatnot. So 2-ball, 2-strike pitch, but first a pickoff attempt. Muskies going wild right now. They got themselves 2 on and nobody, or 2 out, nobody in, I ought to say. 10th pitch of the at-bat, Vince Dulcimaccio cannot get him out yet. This is really starting to become a war. This has to be what now? I think the 11th pitch of the at-bat. This at-bat really taking its time. Really. Aiden Reese is the batter, in case you forgot. Vince Dulcimaccio, the pitcher. Vince on 2 balls, 2 strikes for the, I don't know how long, but there's a bouncer. Noah English going to step on the bag. And Vince can finally get out of that inning. I tell you, Aiden Reese did not make that easy at all. Well, you know what? He'll take 3 outs anyway, shape, or form, especially when you give up a donut on the scoreboard, especially when it's 2 on and 1 out, giving up back-to-back singles. Vince Dulcimaccio worked a little bit harder than he wanted to. But he'll be happy with the results anyways. Joey Marisek, followed by Grant Mitchell, followed by Noah English. I tell you, Eric Cover, despite his Muskies not scoring out there, he got a good break. Especially considering what Aiden Reese did out there. Aiden Reese, the right fielder for the Muskies. Just a crazy at-bat he had. So we'll see what Joey Marisek can do to kick things off in the bottom half of inning number 2. Good guys trying to get the first run of the ball game. Wouldn't that be nice, folks? I think it would. Eric Cover not that tall. He's only 5'10" once again, as they'll get the baseballs in just a minute. And I mean just a minute, I mean now. Our bullpen are really having fun, I guess. Joey Marisek leading off in the bottom half of inning number 2. Once again, it's 5, 6, 7 for the oldest and greatest university in America. First pitch, and Joey tries to bunt, and he clearly won 0-1. Well, now Grant Millerson's got to be aware of a bunt if I'm him. We'll see what Joey does here. 0-1, he will watch for a ball. 1-1. Here's your next pitch. Joey takes for a strike. Now, obviously, he can't bunt. Looked like he was going to try to swing at that anyways. 1-2, here it comes immediately, and that one's fouled back. Joey Marisek, the grad student from North Royalton, former Akron quarterback. Didn't get any time in Akron, so he's like, you know, I still want to play. Why not go to BW? And he's made himself a dandy out here. On both the baseball diamond and the football field. Done a good job. Talented athlete, you might say. Which I'd say. Still 1-2, and Joey watches 2-2. 2-2. The next pitch, Joey may have gone. They peel down at first, and they say no. You saw the reaction of Mellerson right there. It's 3-2. Grant Mitchell waits patiently on deck. Will he come on with one on, nobody out, or nobody on, one out, nobody on, nobody out if Joey homers? Payoff. He's going to bounce one to first, 2 hops this time. Flip down to cover, 1 gone. So Grant Mitchell will come up with 1 out and nobody on. Grant Mitchell, a senior from Avon, the former Avon Eagle. We'll see what Grant has in stock. The switch hitter will be batting left-handed. He's our only switch hitter on the team. The first pitch coming up. Grant watches, and it's 0-1. 0-1. Muskingum 2 hits so far today. We have 1. Eric Cover gonna let it go. High and away, 1-1. Of course, the second game of the doubleheader will begin 30 minutes after this one. As there's a sharp ground ball, diving stop, throw down a first is gonna get him. What a play there by Mellerson for the second out. Noah English with 2 out now. Could have been 1 on, 1 out, but a phenomenal play once again. Grant Mellerson diving to his left, getting up, bouncing out 1 hop down to first. And the first baseman, of course, is Milek. Winston Milek did a good job to stab it. Strike 1 taken by Noah English. I believe he's from Perrysburg, Noah. As that one is a ball, 1-1. Noah is indeed a Perrysburg Yellow Jacket. So he went from Yellow Jacket to Yellow Jacket. Perrysburg to BW. And he's going to bounce one towards short. Not going to be an easy play. Throw down gets him. Good job there by the man who's going to lead off the inning for him. And Connor Tommen. And a 0-0 ball game made that last out. Once again, Vince Dulcimaccio, who had quite a workout that second inning and not really that long of a break, I guess. Going to be back out there in the third inning. Gave up 2 hits in the second, had a 1-2-3 inning on 7 pitches in the first. Gave up way more than 7 pitches in his last at bat, where he ultimately and mercifully God has to strike out, or not strike out, chop out to third. Excuse me. He mercifully got Benny, has to chop out to third. Vince Dulcimaccio trying to get that third shutout inning under his belt. We'll see if he can do it or whatnot. Chilly day once again in Berea. Connor Tommen leads off, followed by Grant Mellerson, followed by Jackson Duchesne. 9, and then back to the top of the order, 9, 1, and 2. Again, Connor Tommen leads off. First pitch, and Tommen hits one out to right. That ball's going foul. 0-1 here, the count. Vince sat, here he comes. Bouncer right back to Vince. Another good play by the pitcher for the first out of the inning. Good reflexes, you gotta admit that. As Mellerson comes up, it's back to the top half of the order. Mellerson had that dandy of a play back in the second to rob Grant of a hit. Grant, of course, had second for us today. First pitch coming up. Whiff, so 1. Oh, one good pitch there. Nowhere near the zone, but still got him to look silly on it nonetheless. One pitch. Oh, two again makes him look silly. Noah's going to backpedal. Knowing that he can't bunt, of course, considering the fact that there are 2 strikes and 1 out. Of course, if he bunts and it's a foul ball, then he's out. 0-2. 1-2. Better patience there by Mellerson. There's 1 gone so far in the 3rd inning, and nobody on, and nobody scored. Getting set once again. 1-2. Vince got him swinging. Only a 2nd strikeout of the ball game, but you know what? He got the 2nd out of the inning. He's not going to complain, especially when he's given up 0 runs so far in the ball game. Jackson Duchesne is up. Jackson Duchesne bounces 1, first base side. It goes foul. Duchesne, the only other strikeout victim today for the Muskies. So 2 hits given up so far for Vince. 2 strikeouts thrown today by Vince. Vince Dulcimacci on 0-1. Gives up a ground ball to short. Backhand Sean Kalanick throw down 2 hops this time, but he won't get it. Good hustle there by Duchesne to get himself on base with an infield hit. They do, in fact, call it an infield hit. Toby Tiki's up. Tiki's from Aurora in Indiana, not Aurora, Ohio. So there's that. Tiki takes ball 1 upstairs. It's 1-0. Tiki is senior. Throws right-handed, but despite that, he bats left-handed. Tiki on 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes. Good job there by Mason to prevent from dancing away from him, but it is 2-0. Once again, this is a must-win for the good guys. If we lose this one, oh boy, that's tough. 4-game lose streak. Could snowball to 5 maybe. And things aren't going to look good when Dennis has to play it on a hop. Base hit out to center. 4th hit given up today by Vince. All right, so far no runs cashed in yet, but yet's the key word as here it comes Palmieri to the plate. I believe it's Sam Palmieri. Sam Palmieri. Bats right-handed for the Muskies. The 2nd baseman. 2 on, 2 out once again for Vince. And he misses upstairs 1-0. Vince, usually a dominant pitcher, does a dandy out there, but might be in danger of giving up his 1st run of the ball game. Oh boy, that wouldn't be good. 1 attempt, and he foul tipped it in the mitt. That's a little surprising considering the fact that Palmieri's the cleanup man. I mean, you don't see too much power in D3 baseball, but you do see, on a small ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Palmieri is the batter. Vince gets ready once again. Coming set. Here's a pitch. Palmieri misses it. Palmieri watches it miss. 2-1. Vince had a relatively easy 1st inning, and then in the 2nd gave up 2, and the 3rd so far giving up 2 hits. Runners go. Here's a throw down a 2nd. That's a little surprising as everybody makes it safely. 3-1. Now he's in danger of having the bases loaded for Emmanuel Reyes today against Castaneda. Anything that'll sit down the outfield, we're talking a 2-0 ball game. In favor of Muskingum. 3-1 pitch. All right, there we go. 3-2 full count. Vince would love that third out of the inning. So would I. So would everyone here. Castaneda would not. He is the man on deck. And it's scoring position. 2 out payoff. Bouncer, third base. Good play. Noah English down to Maui. And that's how you tightrope out of another jam. Vince Stolsamashio. He's given up 4 hits today, but the most important thing, 0 runs surrendered by Vince. And that's the most important thing, folks. Mason Fix to lead off, followed by Dennis Ritlinger, Knight Rider. And after that, it will be none other than Sean Koenig. Which means it's 8, 9, and 1 due up for the good guys. Bottom half of the third inning awaits. Muskingum out hitting us 4-1 so far as Eric Cover got another big breakout there. Hasn't had any run support yet, but has had some time to think about what he's going to do to Mason and Dennis and eventually Sean. Hopefully you'll see more batters, as then we'll get something cooking. Right now, only 1 hit today. It was a Maui Kilbane single out to right. Muskingum again, 5-5 in OAC play. Muskingum, 5-5. We're 6-4. Having swept Wilmington, having swept Heidelberg, having swept Marietta, and being swept to Ohio Northern, and being swept to Mount Union. John Carroll will be coming up soon. Hopefully we'll beat them. That'd be nice. Nobody likes John Carroll because they're leaving the OAC. And they think they're better than everybody. Let me assure you they are not. And again, we're going to have to prove it in lacrosse, men's lacrosse at least. Because the OAC finals is definitely funneling towards BW John Carroll for the umpteenth time. Mason Ray to lead off. And he leads off by eyeing strike 1, 0-1. Mason Fix, our catcher, does a good job for us. And I know why that ball dances away from Benny Hess. A lot of left-handed batters for Muskingum today. There is that. So that might be why Vince might be struggling. The righty on lefty situation as their cover fires the pitch that misses 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, and once again, Mason watches and he's in a 2-2 count. Count even. Bottom half of the third, we only have 1 hit so far. They have 4. 2-2, Mason down swinging. I believe that's the first strikeout today for Eric Cover. Now going to be Dennis Rillinger, Knight Rider, righty on lefty action. So at least there is that. Dennis, the center fielder for the good guys, waiting as the first pitch coming up. Oh, 1-0, 1-0. Feels like it's got a little bit warmer out here. As the 1-0 coming up, Dennis watches again. It's 2-0. Vince Stolsamashio would love to see a run come in. I mean, who wouldn't for the good guys? That'd be nice. Dennis in a 2-ball, 1 strike count. So there is that. And the pitch is in there, 2-2. 2-2, 1 out, bottom half of inning number 3. Eric Cover gets in a bounce, hit the first 2 hops this time, flip down, and 2 gone. So now Sean Koenig back to the top half of the order. Back to the top of the order, I ought to say. John Kalanick, the shortstop, is up. Getting ready once again. Here's the first pitch. Sean is going to take for a ball 1-0. Getting set once again, and there's a sharp ground ball to second. Easy play there, and the throw down gets him. Nice and easy there by number 24. That would be, of course, Palmieri, Sam Palmieri. As Eric covers match, Vince Dulcimaccio, 3 shutout innings. We'll see how things fare in the 4th inning with Vince returning to the mound. He struggled a little bit lately. 4 hits in the last 2 innings. We'll see what he has in stock here in the 4th. And you can tell they're getting all hyped up, the Muskies. They think they have a shot at this, and honestly, they have a point. It's 0-0 right now, and 1/3 of this ball game has been played. You see a BW flag all the way up there. I don't know if they're tailgating or whatnot, but it'd be kind of hard to tailgate unless they decide to watch my live stream. You never know. Never know. What I do know is that Lex Castaneda leads off, followed by Weston Mielek, followed by Benny Hess. Castaneda's going to lead off for Muskingum to kick off this 4th inning. Vince Dulcimaccio back out there. And again, like many of the Muskies out here today, Castaneda bats left-handed. So there is that. First pitch coming up from Vince Dulcimaccio. Ball 1-1. See nobody in the bullpen, though I did see Coach Rosinski make his way up to the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. Castaneda bounces 1 to first. Good play, Maui. 1 gone. So on 2 pitches, Vince gets an out. Following Castaneda would be Weston Mielek. Mielek has a hit today. Hopefully he'll be 1 for 2. That's always the intent. First pitch. Mielek had 1-0 as that one misses low. It is the top half of the 4th, and it is a scoreless affair. He's going to bunt 1 at third. Noah English barehanded throw down a Maui offline. I assume, I don't know what they'll call that, if it's an error or whatnot. That's definitely a score's decision nonetheless. They'll call it a hit. Could have gone either way. Benny Hess is up. 5th hit given up today by Vince through 3.1 innings. Despite that, no runs so far. Let's keep it that way. At least that's always the intent. First pitch. Sharp line drive, and Maui's going to get a double play out of that. Snatched it right out of midair. And Vince Dulcimaccio gets him down in order despite the bunt single. He's giving up 5 hits to 4, but you know what? Vince Dulcimaccio's yet to give up a run. It'll be Justin Carinci leading off for the good guys, followed by Maui Kilbane, followed by Colin West. Eric Cover didn't really get that long of a break in the 4th inning. He's going to have to return to the mound, and hopefully that not so long break's going to come back to hurt him. He's going to wind up hurting him, I ought to say. All right. Eric Cover once again back out there for Muskingum. Crowd having a blast out here today. Of course, Benny Hess lined out in that double play, so he's not out there yet. They're having someone else catch right now. Weather getting a little bit better in the mid 40s. So there is that. Once again, we're still waiting for the bottom half of the fourth inning to kick off. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Brown and Gold Brigade. We'll see what we can do here. This wouldn't be bad. Justin Carinci can get a hit. Maui, who has our only hit today, is on deck. 1 hit for us, 5 for the Muskies. There's Justin Carinci, the Canadian, to the plate. Here a cover. Cover launches ball 1-1-0. I've been butchering it the whole time. It's Cover. My apologies. Eric Cover. It's spelled cover, but it's pronounced Cover. And Cover gives up a sky-high pop fly. He's got that. Looks like Hess is going to toss away the mask and drop it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second chance here for Justin. Don't know if they'll rule that in or whatnot. Justin still has a shot at the dish. You see him right there. Their cover cannot like that. And on 1 ball, 1 strike, he is going to give up a ground ball in the whole left field, base hit. Second of the ball game, so that's going to come back to hurt the Muskies. Benny Hess dropping the pop fly as Maui Kilbane comes up to the dish. Maui Kilbane, our first baseman. Justin at first, he thought about going, but that pitch misses well bad, 1-0. 2 hits for us, 5 for Muskingum. Pickoff attempt. Justin is obviously going to get back in there. Good job by Justin Carinci, the senior. And now here it comes. That is a strike 1-1. Justin looks like he's pump faking down to second. And ultimately retreats. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pickoff attempt. Runner safe. And Justin. I think that's the second time he started to pick him off today in this at bat. Run goes. Here it comes. A hit and run to short. They're only going to get 1 out of that. 2 gone. Justin down to second. And Colin West, all his tough out is up. Colin West. Eric Cover trying to get out of the 4th inning. He's got the first run scoring position today for us. First pitch. Bounces it foul and towards our dugout. Cover. There's actually 1 out. Excuse me. There's 1 out. 1 strike. Runner at second. I stand corrected once again. Here's Colin West waiting. Good opportunity for the good guys. The pitch coming up. Shot to swing. Did not mean to hit that. Now Justin's caught up between second and third. Throw down to short. He's in trouble. He will be out. And now thinking about going down second, Colin West. And that was not a good idea. The Muskies acting like they just won the game. Well, I tell you, that was a nice play, though. Colin got a little greedy. Justin got a little greedy. Want to squander that opportunity. Right when it's not a good opportunity for the good guys, winds up being nothing. That's tough. So after we had a double play in the top half of the 4th, they got a double play in the bottom of the 4th. A little more inconvenient than ours, but still, regardless, a double play nonetheless. Aiden Reese will lead off, followed by Connor Tommen, and then it will be Grant Mellerson. 8, 9, and 1. And of course, Aiden Reese did have that big at bat way back in the second inning. Made Vince Dulcimashio really sweat. We'll be ready to begin the fifth inning in a scoreless contest. Don't believe me? We'll look at, hold on a minute. Right there, it says 0-0. Muskies trying to pick up a win. We need to stop our 3-game slide. Aiden Reese leads off. Another left-hander from Muskingum. Going to be a ground ball to second. Good play there. Graham Mitchell, 1 pitch, 1 out. Good job. Connor Tommen's up. Tommen with nobody on, 1 out. As you see, Coach Rosinski trying to make his way back out there. First pitch. Shows bunt, holds up 0-1. Coach Rosinski talking things over with the bullpen right now as it's 0-1. Noah English playing in as the pitch coming up. Sharp ground ball back over the middle. There's Graham Mitchell throwing down a first, and it's over his head. And he'll have to sell for 1. I assume they'll call that a base hit considering how tough of a play that would have been for Grant. Still waiting the ruling. I do know that there is 1 on and 1 out regardless. A good hustle there by Tommen. Grant Mellerson is up. Mellerson, first pitch coming up, and Grant is going to take a ball, unfortunately, 1-0. Still waiting to call that. I don't know if they call it a base hit or whatnot. I'd call it a base hit. Grant Mitchell had a very difficult play. 1-0, pick off the 10 down to first, won't get him. Much to the chagrin of our bullpen. Grant Mellerson, as it's the top half of the order for the third time today. Oh, good pickoff attempt, and it is not in time. That was a good pickoff move there by Vince. Couldn't get him, but still a nice try. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch coming up here. Will the run go? No, he won't. 2-0. Mellerson, like many on this lineup, batting left-handed for the Muskies. He's ahead 2-0. And set once again. Pickoff attempt, third time today. Third time's not the charm. Third time, not the charm, I guess. Vince Dulcimashio really paranoid about him. Connor Tommen, the shortstop. 2-0, he comes back, and Vince rifles a strike in there. It's 2-1. So here we go again. Dulcimashio is ready. Vince is set. And Mellerson on 2 balls and 1 strike. Gonna watch it. 3-1. Vince has a little sticky situation. Perhaps Jackson Duchesne is patiently waiting on deck. 3-1. Pitch coming up. And he walked on. I believe that's the first walk for either pitcher today. And running down there is Mellerson. Jackson Duchesne is up. 2 on, 1 out here in the 5th. Muskingum trying to get the first run of the ball game. Vince Dulcimashio trying to get his 5th shutout in the ball game. Fouled back, oh my, off the screen. Ooh, thank goodness that didn't hit a car. 5 hits according to scoreboard for Muskingum, 2 for us. 1 by Maui, the other one by Justin. 0-1, the pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, ball gets away. Mason not even going to bother throwing down third. Runners at scoring position. 1 out, but it is 0-2. Anything that'll sit down the outfield will definitely make it 1-0. Anything in the gap will certainly make it 2-0. Jackson Duchesne in a prime position here for the Muskies, unfortunately. Infield in. 0-2 coming up. And that's going to be the first run of the ball game. Joey Marisek's going to catch it. Runner tags that home. Here comes a good throw down to Sean, and that's actually a bad throw to Sean. The runner will make it down third. Well, they're in so much trouble all game. You're eventually going to give up a run, and that's exactly what happened to Vince Dulcimashio. First run of the ball game for either school. Joey tried to throw it as fast as he could, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Toby Tiki with a runner at third. Coach Harrison talking things over. Looks like he doesn't like the call. Doesn't look too happy about that. Not that joyful. I wouldn't be joyful either. We're down in a 1-run hole and trying to snap a 3-game funk. Boy, wouldn't you hate it if it's a 4-game skid? And they're going to talk things over out there. Tiki's up, even though it says number 8's up for the Muskies. Because Duchesne hit the sack fly. And Mellerson's at third. 1-0. Muskingum on top. Pitching coach going to talk things over right now. And so they break. Toby Tiki is indeed the batter. Heard them say his name. Third baseman Noah playing in. And the floodgates open. Let's hope not. Strike 1. There we go. 0-1. 0-1 here to Toby Tiki. And he's going to let go. Vince gives up a strike. And now it's 0-2. So he's a strike away from limiting the damage. I know this isn't the inning he had in mind, giving up the first run of the contest. But you know what? If he can limit it, that'd be splendid. 0-2. Vince Dulcimashio. Ooh, looked like that could have been strike 3, but the umpire begs to differ. 1-2. Getting sent once again. And here comes your 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Got him swinging. So Vince Dulcimashio gives up the first run of the contest, but does strand a runner at third. 1 run on no hits for Muskingum. We're at least halfway home in this, baby. 1-0. Joey Marisek to lead things off, followed by Grant Mitchell, followed by Noah English. Everything you need to know is right there, folks. 1-0 in a game that's going by pretty fast. Eric Cover's got to be happy with how that 5th inning went. He's finally got some run support of any sort, unfortunately. As the Muskies trying to pick up a win. They're 5-5 once again, only 19-7 in the regular season, I believe. We're 15-11 and sitting at a record at 6-4 in Ohio Athletic Conference play. Eric Cover again back out there for the Muskies. So he's always a threat with the bunt. We'll see if he does it or whatnot. I'm noticing I'm definitely going to be aware of that. You see Joey Marasek right there. He's leading off for the good guys. It's finally 2 p.m. This game might last under 2 hours. Wouldn't that be crazy? You hear the Strosacker bell chime. 2 p.m. Joey to kick things off. As we have reached the midway point of this thing. Go, Joe, that's right. Joey Marasek gonna kick things off. We'll see what he does. Ball one upstairs. 1-0. Good job to start off the inning. 2 hits given up by Cover in this thing. As it is a 2-ball, no strike count. Good job there by Joey showing patience. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch coming up. Ooh, he got a strike. It's 2-1. WHBW is your one-stop for all things Highland Ball Walls, so be sure to subscribe if you're a Highland Ball Walls fan. Joey's going to dribble one foul back. So a count that started off 2-0 has now become 2-2. Here's pitch. Joey bounces 1-2. Easy play there. Throw down and a good out there by Tomlin. Grant Mitchell, who was robbed of a base hit last time, that was back in the second inning. He's up. The switch hitter batting left-handed once again, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Grant Mitchell, a senior who's playing second today, is down 0-1. 1-0 still in Berea. Muskingum has the lead, sadly. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good eye there by Grant. Been a tough day for the bats so far. And here comes the 1-1, and he misses. I'll make it 2-1. As long as if Grant can get on base, that's the only thing I'm concerned about. That means the tying run's going to be on base, of course. Bottom half of the 5th, 1-0 Muskingum, 1 out. Think he won, and they'll say he did, 2-2. Muskingum having a blast out there in the first base dugout as Cover right with his 2-2, and he got him looking. Jim Mitchell knew it. Noah English is up. We haven't seen an extra base hit today. That is a little surprising. Everything's been a single, if I'm not mistaken. And Noah might change it there. He's got the 3rd hit of the ball game for us. It'll be a single as well, though. Mason fixes up. Good job there by Noah to keep the inning alive as the catcher is up for us. Again, that's Mason Fix. Good 2-out hitting. Noah's the tying run. He's on base. Strike. Mason watched it. 0-1. Cover looking for his 5th shutout inning. Mason trying to break it up in any way, shape, or form. Well, that's good. 1-1 as that one misses. Eric Covers, right-handed as you can tell. He's getting sent once again. He comes sent, lets it go. And Mason hits one high in the air out to left. This looks like an easy play. Catch will be made by Tiki, 3 gone. Up ball hung in the air for a good chunk of time. Unfortunately, nothing happened. Looks like we got a new second baseman, Matt Terzola. Terz takes over at second now. We're going to explain the substitution, I assume. Is that it for subs? I believe it is. Justin Currency's back out there. Terz takes over at second for Noah English. Who had a good single back in the 5th inning, tried his best. He ends up being 1 for 2 in this thing. Terz will be our new second baseman. Vince Dulcimaccio in his 6th inning of work today, trying to get no damage done, unlike the 5th inning where he gave up a run on a sac fly to left. Well, the Muskies are having a blast. They're clapping, they're having fun, they're dancing. Honestly, I'd probably be dancing if I were up 1-0 too. But we're not. We're not. Who's leading off for them? Is that number 24, Palmieri? Sam Palmieri, yes it is. Sam Palmieri is a junior. One of the few right-handed batters for the Muskies today. Is going to line one out at deep center, but Dennis is going to catch it. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's how 6th inning is going to kick off. After that is Lex Castaneda. Castaneda. 6th inning. No one's playing in. Actually, he's not in for no. He's in for Grant Mitchell, I beg your pardon. Noah English is staying out there. Grant Mitchell's out. Matt Terzola is in. I apologize for that, folks. 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 balls, no strikes. So Grant Mitchell's day is done. He went 0 for 2 today. Terz is now at second. Castaneda grounds one of the holder right for their 6th of the ball game. And for Castaneda, who now has 2 hits in this contest in the first leg of this twin bill. Winston Mielek is up. Mielek with 1 on and 1 out in the 6th. Come on, Vince. Mielek waits. Here it comes, and Mielek is going to swing and miss. No, swing and foul tip it actually on 1. Good thing he found a tip that didn't hear anything, but hey, the runner's still at first, so I'm not going to complain. Mielek, the 6th-hole hitter for those Muskies. As we're waiting, 0-1. Vince is ready. Here he goes. And another foul tip back. 0-2. There is 1 out in this 6th inning. It was a fly out to Dennis to kick things off on the first pitch to Sam Palmieri. It is 0-2. Pickoff attempt. Didn't get him. Nice try, nice try. Mally Kilbane good. Oh, he tried to pump fake down to first. I'm sliding again. Muskie's going nuts out there, first base, dugout. And the 0-2 coming up. Runner at first, and he gets in the swing and miss. 2 gone. So now it's Benny Hess with Lex Castaneda at first. 2 outs now. Benny Hass will be waiting for a little bit because there will be a mound visiting. Yes, sir. We'll talk things over out there. So it's still the sixth inning. 6 hits for Muskingum today. Through 5.2 thrown by Vince Dulcimaccio. I know he'd rather have that gun out there from Joey Marisek to get the runner home or get the runner out in Connor Tommen. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. The catcher, after Weston Mueller struck out, pickoff. Nice try by Maui. Gets a little tangled up, but he's safe. Sun trying to creep its way in. I see some shadows trying to find their way in out here today. First pitch. Ball one. Away 1-0. Benny Hess is the catcher once again. I believe he has a hit today. And there's 0 for 2. Pick off, and he won't get him. You know, Vince and Maui getting very close to picking off the runners. Just not getting it in time, I guess. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch coming up, and he's going to fire a strike. There we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out here in the 6th. Vince Dulcimacchio's ready. Trying to get that elusive third out of the inning. Pick off third time. Won't get him again. Vince has really been throwing the ball down to first a lot. He has even thrown it down to second a few times today. It's been to no avail. 1-1 coming up, and it's 2-1 upstairs. 2-1. Benny Hess, the batter. He's got Castaneda at first once again. 2-1, 2 out. And 2 on, 2 out as there's a base hit into right. Good throw by Justin Carinci. Keeps the runner at second. But the 7th hit given up today by Vince. And now that's going to be Aiden Reese. Is the end near for Vince? 7 hits given up, and miraculously only 1 run today. Aiden Reese, I believe, is at center today, if not right. And I know they're left-handed, and the left fielder, Toby Tiki's right-handed. Ball 1 inside. Only 1-1-2 so far for Vince. I see nobody in the bullpen for the good guys. And here comes your 1 ball, no strike pitch. He missed 2-0. Missed low. Boy, this has got him frustrated. If you're Vince Sebastian, excuse me. 2-0 coming up. And it's 3-0. Vince hasn't had a 1, 2, 3 innings since, I believe, the 4th. Hasn't had a hitless inning or base runnerless inning since the 1st. 3-0 obviously taking 3-1 to Aiden Reese. Connor Tommen is next. He would be next at least. 3 balls, 1 strike to Aiden Reese. 3-1, and the bases are loaded. Then all she wrote for Vince. We'll see what the dugout does out there. Looks like they're going to stay silent and figure it out on his own. Tommen trying to bust it wide open. 1-0, 6th inning, 2 out, bases juiced with Castaneda at third, Hess at second, and Reese at first. 0-1. There we go. Good job to come back. 1 run on 7 hits once again for the Muskies today. No runs on 3 hits for the good guys. Eric Culver will be probably back out there in the bottom half of the 6th. There's a pitch coming up on 0-1 is upstairs 1-1. Vince trying to get that out. Will he get it is the question. The senior right-hander from Los Angeles, the city of angels. Any out will do. 1-1. That could be an out. It's a tough play for Turs. He's going to have to flip it down, and Matt Terzola with a nice play. Now Kilbane steps on the bag, reaches out, really had to stretch out. All righty, Turs with a tough play, and Vince tight ropes out the 6th inning unharmed. Bottom half of the 6th awaits in a low-scoring contest. It is 1-0. Muskies have the lead, unfortunately. It's been so long since we last bat. I believe it's Dennis leading off. Yes, Dennis Ritlinger, Knight Rider, Sean Kolenik, and Justin Carinci leading off for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Eric Culver once again returning to the mound in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Muskies have had a lot of hits today, but not too much run support for Culver. 1 run. I don't know if 1's going to be enough or whatnot. What I do know is that it is, 1-0 through 5.5. You see the scoreboard right there. Muskingum out hitting us by 4, outscoring us by 1. So Dennis will lead off. That's back to top of the order for the 3rd time today. But Muskingum got stuff going in the top of the 7th with Grant Mellerson. That will be the 4th time they go back to the top of the order today. Dennis from Grove City in Ohio. I believe that's near Columbus, if I'm not mistaken. Dennis Ritlinger, Knight Rider, ready. Ball 1 upstairs, 1-0. Bottom half of the 6th. Again, Muskies lead, 1-0. 2-0, there we go. Culver working fast, and he's missing his target. Dennis just needs to get on base. That's all I'm concerned about. 2-0. And he could get on base. 3-0. That's certainly a hitter's count. Sean Kolenik on deck. If I'm Dennis, I definitely don't swing. Culver lets it go on 3-0. Well, you have to take it. 3-1. It's all right. 3 balls, 1 strike. Dennis is waiting, and the pitch coming up, he will walk. Looked like the Muskingum dugout and team thought it was going to be another strike, but instead Sean will come up with 1 on and nobody out here in the 6th inning. Sean with Dennis at first and nobody out. Oh, there goes Dennis. There's a throw down a second. He made it. Oh, no, he's off the bag, and they got him. They got him. Bang, bang play. Dennis went a little too far. We'll see if Coach Harrison's going to argue the call or whatnot. But looking at it, he's just going to stay in the dugout. Our dugout was jumping up and down. Couldn't believe the call right there. Then it slid a little too late, slid a little too far. And so one on, no one out. There is nobody on. One out, soon be nobody on. Two out once this ball is caught, which it is. I believe that was number 22, Duchesne. So after Duchesne caught it, it's Justin Carinci. 2 outs. It is the 6th inning. Justin watches, it's 0-1. His pitch. Justin gives this ball a high fly out to right. Aiden Reese will catch it in 6 shutout innings for Eric Cover. Meanwhile, Jackson Duchesne lost his hand all the way back at center field. See if Vince Dolcimaccio will be back out there, and sure enough, he is. The 7th inning awaits with the top of the order, if I'm not mistaken, for Muskie. Cover worked pretty fast out there. He's been efficient today. He's only given up 3 hits and 4 or 5 base runners. I think 4 base runners. Regardless, he has not had to break a sweat yet. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. So Grant Mellerson followed by Jackson Duchesne, followed by Toby Tiki in the 7th inning, where Muskingum holds on to a 1-0 lead. Are there any other substitutions aside from Kurz, of course, and for Grant Mitchell? Looks like there's not. Grant Mellerson leads off for Muskingum. First pitch. Outside. So 4th time once again, the Muskies are at the top of the order. We'll see how Vince Dolcimaccio fares through this side. Top of the order, not the easiest, that's for sure. But he's got it 1-1, count even, following the swing and a miss. Vince Dolcimaccio getting set. Pitch. He guns a strike. It's 1-2. You have anybody cooking in the bullpen? It looks like we do not. It is the 7th inning, and Vince has given up 7 hits so far. 1-2. Missed upstairs and away. With Mason still behind the plate. Mason fixed. Here we go. 2-2 coming up, and he's going to rip one foul, heading for the Cards. And somehow it does not hit any of them. That's always a good thing. You don't like to see Cards getting hit. Mason sets up the target as Vince will get a ball. 3-2. Excuse me. Jackson Duchesne waits patiently on deck. Full count, nobody out here. 7th inning. Payoff. Oh boy, that's time for me. I'm fine. I was scared for a second. You only had to get out of the way, and sure enough, I did. I think that ball would have flown over my head. But literally. Payoff again, and he got him looking. Oh my. Mellerson can't believe it. He looked like he was on his way to first base, but the home plate umpire says, nope, that's strike 3 taken. Jackson Duchesne, the center fielder's up. Duchesne in the 7th inning. Nobody on, 1 out. That's really been the story for most of these innings for Vince. 1-0. He's given up a lot of 1-out hits today. That's been the concern. In fact, the first and only run of the ball game was a 1-out hit. And all 7 of his hits have been singles, which is kind of hard to believe. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pray there's no extra base hit unless it's for us. 1-1 pitch. Ooh, looking silly right there is Jackson Duchesne. He's down in a 1-2 hole. That's always a good thing. As getting set here, Vince Stoltzamashio. Los Angeles native gets set. He's not used to this weather, but he is used to rollers towards the first base side. He picks it up. He'll step on the bag. 2 gone. Good play. Good play. That's why you practice all the time, racing off the mound to get to the first base sign and pick it up. Toby Tiki is up. 2 out here in the 7th inning. Vince Stoltzamashio walks back to the mound. Combined 10 hits today, but only 1 run. It was by the Muskies, sadly. Vince will step off the mound, maybe reconsider things. First pitch coming up here to Toby Tiki, coming up in a minute, and Tiki is going to be down 0-1 following that. Took it the whole way. Took it the whole way. 0-1, getting set here. Vince letting it go. Vince, and he's gombo 2. Strike away from his first base runnerless inning since the first. Given up at least 1 base runner or more in every inning ever since. 0-2. 2 out, no one on. Weak roller to third. Noah's going to have to make a tough play, and they'll call it foul. They'll say he fouled it off his foot. Good thing that happened. Otherwise, there'd be a base runner on and Toby Tiki and 2 out. Actually, they did call it a base hit. I stand corrected. I'm sorry, it was a base hit. It did not foul off his foot. A weak 80-foot single, maybe a 90-foot single if it made it down to third. I'm sorry, folks. That's here's Palmieri. Sam Palmieri with a runner on. 2 gone here to the top of the 7th. It won't be a 1-2-3 inning yet. And it still won't be a 1-2-3 inning. Let's count how many pickoff attempts Vince has had today, but he's had a fair share of them. First pitch coming up here to Sam as the runner's going. There's a ball. Mason down to second. It's a 1-hopper to Turs. Obviously not going to get him. So Sam Palmieri with a prime opportunity to make it 2-0. Uh-oh. 1 run, 8 hits for the Muskies. They could quite easily make this game even uglier. It should be much uglier, but fortunately, they've stranded a good chunk of men on base. 1-1. 1-1. Vince Stoltzamashio. He's getting set once again. Runner at second. He's going for third. Here's the throw down to third, and he's safe. So swiping 2 bags there is Toby Tiki. Tiki really showcasing his wheels with an infield hit, stealing second. 2 pitches later, stealing third. He's just whizzing around the base path. Just like a blur. My goodness. 2-1 the pitch. 3-1. And ain't nobody cooking in the bullpen. That's a little surprising. In fact, let me say that. That's really surprising. 3-1. Vince needs a third out here. He's not going to get it because he wants the batter. And Sam Palmieri. And now here's the guy who's burned him a few times today, Wallace Castaneda. Wallace Castaneda. 2 on, 2 out, and if the runner there goes down second, you can't throw it down for fix. because otherwise Tiki's gonna probably try to score. Maybe pump fake, perhaps. Catch him sleeping? I don't know. But the runner doesn't go as Vince misses 1-0. The bullpen right there not making a sound. In the bullpen, at least. Not for the game, of course. Pickoff down to first. He's safe. So it's Tiki at third, Palmieri at second. Or no, Tiki at third, Palmieri at first. Excuse me. 1 ball, no strikes. Castaneda waiting. And he's ahead 2-0. Muskingum looking to blow this thing wide open. It's clearly not busted open yet. It's only a 1-0 contest. Pick off again, and Maui had to play that off the hop. 2-0 to Alex Castaneda. As the Muskies trying to burn us in the top half of the seventh. There's 2 outs. Their 2 base runners have come on with 2 outs. It looks like it'd be easy for Vince, but clearly has not been. And he finally got the strike. It's 2-1. 1-0 here, top half of the 7th inning. Fortunately, there's 2.5 left after this. Unless we can get 2 more runs in the 7th and 8th and hold them to 0. 3-1 Mason well out of the crouching position there. Come on, Vince. Weston Malik would be next. 3-1. Vince Dulcimaccio go, and he got him to foul it. Oh, I thought he didn't make contact on that, but thank God he did. Otherwise, it's 2-0. 1 run for Muskingum. It came on a sac fly in the 5th, courtesy of Duchesne, who is out, I ought to say. Payoff run goes, and it's a sharp ground ball. Diving Maui Kilbane out to Vince Dulcimaccio. And that's how you save it from being a 2-0 ball game, folks. What a nice play. So they strand 2 in the 7th. Been a recurring theme for the Muskies today. Oh, the men they've left on base. The fact that they have 8 hits off 1 run, or 1 run off 8 hits. But the thing is, that 1 run has been the only run of the contest. Eric Cover is going to be back out there, I assume. Eric Cover. Cover going to have to deal with, I believe, 3, 4, 5. That would be Maui Kilbane, Colin West, Joey Mirasak. So that's how things will fare. 3, 4, and 5. Maui, who made that phenomenal play to end the 7th, is going to lead off the bottom of the 7th. So that's just how things are working so far here in beautiful Berea, Ohio, where the good guys are trailing the Muskies 1-0. We'll see if we go for a relief pitcher soon or not. But Vince Dulcimaccio has only given up 8 hits through 7, which isn't good. And that wasn't what the DJ was supposed to do. Screech out the recording and blow out everybody's eardrums. Now Kilbane leads off. Bottom half of the 7th. Eric Cover back to work. And he's back to work immediately as he's going to fire a ball. It is 1-0. Still ain't nobody in the bullpen going for us. There's a 1-0 coming up. Now he is in a 1-1 count. It's even. Culver works fast. Dolcimaccio had a lot of trouble today. There's a sharp ground ball to second, and he's going to spin, throw, and get Maui one gone. That was an impressive play there by Palmieri. Sam Palmieri gets the first out. Looks like Con West won't be batting. It'll be Max Tarquinio. Maddox trying to get something stirring for the good guys. First pitch, Maddox inside 1-0. Maddox first at bat of the ball game. He's in for Colin West. As the DH, Maddox 1-1. Tarquinio is waiting as here's the pitch from Culver. It's a bounce to the third. Short 2 hops this time. Throw down a first, 2 gone. That was Connor Tommen as Joey Marasek is up. On the 7th, 2 out. 1-0 Muskingum. Come on, Joey. He's down 0-1. Eric Culver once again been very efficient. Only giving up, I believe, 4 base runners today. And Joey not going to get on base if he swings like that and swings at pitches like those. Oh, boy. 0-2. Culver wants it going. Joey's hit. Joey is hit. So it keeps the inning alive for now. Matt Terzola's up. We'll see what Terz can do here with Joey at first. Terz, the second baseman, with Joey on at first. Joey's, of course, a fast guy. Joey on at first. 2 gone. Matt Terzola. There goes Joey. There's the throw down at second. He is safe. Well, I told you Joey's got wheels, and sure enough, he just took second. Now, Terz doesn't need to drill one in the gap. He's going to have to hit anything that'll sit down the outfield, and we're talking a time contest. 1-0. Terz is off the former Archbishop Holben Knight. Looking at second and the pitch to Matt. 2-0. It's low. Matt does a good job, of course. I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. Getting set once again. That's Eric Culver. Culver wants to go. And Matt is in a 2-1 count. Matt, 2-1. He's waiting. Culver gonna let it go. Here it is, and it is a ball. 3-1. Noah would be next. I don't believe Culver's had 2 runners on at once today. But he might have it here. Nobody in the pen for the Muskies. Here comes the 3-1. Matt Terzola hits one in the air out to center. Could not hit that at a more inconvenient spot. Duchesne catches in that 7th shutout for Eric Culver. So right when it looked like we had something, we in fact did not have anything. Well, Vince Dolcimaccio, he's back out there. Vince Dolcimaccio looking for his 8th inning of work under his belt. He'd definitely be a tough luck loser today, barring a meltdown in the 8th or 9th. He's got to deal with, I believe, Weston Mielek, followed by Benny Hess, followed by Aiden Reese. That would be 6, 7, and 8. Joey Marasek practicing with Reed Fleming out there at left. Boy, oh boy, we need something. Because when you're down 1-0, that's never a good sight to see. Milik to kick things off in the 8th. Vince Dulcimashio back out there. Vince, who's himself a bunch of base runners today, but only 1 run to showcase. That's good. The only issue is he's had no run support whatsoever. And by no run support, I mean literally 0 runs for us. High and foul. First base side, head for the parking lot. Nothing and 1 is your count. Number 28, Weston Milik. Milik is waiting. Here's a pitch from Vince. And he missed the wall and in. Yep, there's the bullpen for you, folks. They ain't doing anything right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. High and foul back. Fouls it back, making it 1-2. Getting set once again is Vince. Vince trying to get that first down of the inning. Here it comes. And he won't get it. It's a base hit to left. Rare leadoff hit today for the Muskies. Now it's Benny Hess to the plate. 9th hit today for Muskingum through 7 innings. It's the top of the 8th, but they have not recorded an out yet, unfortunately. Not gone out, excuse me. No plays in. Here comes a bunt attempt. He bunts it foul and he bunts it back. 1 ball or no balls, 1 strike. Benny Hess, the catcher. And we're really playing in. You see him right there, left side of your screen. Number 1 for the good guys. See if Hess tries to bunt again. He sure will. And 0-1, it's upstairs and reverse, hustling down to second. He's out by a mile. What are you doing? Uh-oh. 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 That's not good. He gets back up. That's good. Weston Milik tried to hurry his way down to second, but he would have been out by many light years. He was not going to make it, even if he ran double that speed. 1 ball, 1 strike. That erases the leadoff threat and erases the bunt attempt. Or does it? 2-1, high and away. Vince Dulcimashio getting set once again. 2-2. All right, there we go. There's 1 out here in the top half of the 8th. Vince Dulcimashio can't get him there. 3-2 full count. 3-2 full count. Eden Reese waits patiently on deck. 3-2. Here we go. Vince ready. The pitch. Can't get him, obviously. Way upstairs. Ball 4. Well, good thing Mason rifled out the runner at second. Because otherwise we could be having 2 on, no one out. But instead it's 1 on, 1 out. Eden Reese is the batter for Muskie. Ball 1. He missed. Vince trying to get a ground ball. We 1 double play for us today, 1-1. And it was a line shot right to Maui, who just dove on the bag slid on the bag immediately to get the double play. There we go. Turns to Sean. Sean to Maui. No. Try 2 gone. Connor Tomlin's up. Tomlin with a runner at first. That's Aiden Reese, and 2 gone. Strike 101. Vince has given up 9 hits today. Absolutely insane. You'd expect several runs, but at least 3 maybe, but only 1 so far. That's good. Of course, what's not good is that one staying for a strike is that we haven't scored at all today. 0-2 now. It's Connor Tomlin. See Harrison Johnson getting all loosened up. He might be checking in a bat soon. As here comes the pitch. Whoop foul, first base side. 1-0. Muskingum barely holding on. It's been quite a game so far. Getting set here. 0-2 again. High in the air out to right. Justin won't get there. As it's fouled. Still 0-2. I don't know if Vince Stolsamash will go out there in the 9th inning or whatnot. What I do know is that he's got 1 more strike and he's got 8 innings under his belt. Connor Tomlin. 0-2. Vince gonna let it fly in just a second. Here it comes. I think he went, or maybe not. I don't know about that. What I do know is that's 1-2. Only one. Well, maybe that was me. Maybe that was no English too. He thought that was his all anything. Strike 3. You saw him walk towards our dugout. Pick off. He's safe. 1-2. One and two. Connor Tomlin. He is gonna watch, and it's 2-2. Looks like we have Eric practicing out there. Eric Cood, our catcher. One of our catchers, Mason, currently behind the plate right now. And here it comes, 2-2, and he got him looking. That was nice. Then stole some ash shows. The bats really need to wake up soon. It's 1-0. If I'm Coach Harrison, I'm giving our gang a fiery pep talk out here. Gotta get something out here because the bats have been able all game. 7 innings, just 3 hits. Eric Culver really playing us like a fiddle out there. That's not good. It will be the bottom of the order. Noah English, Mason Fix, Dennis Rittlinger, Knight Rider kicking things off in the bottom half of the 8th inning. To nobody's surprise, Eric Culver going to be back out there. Put on your rally caps, folks. It ain't the 9th inning, but it's getting almost close, or getting mighty close to there. Getting mighty close. Bottom the 8th. Unless there are any pinch hitters, it'll be Noah, then Mason, and then Dennis. It looks like Noah's going to lead things off in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Good guys trailing 1-0 to the pesky Muskies. Noah to kick things off once again. Eric Culver trying to get his 8th shutout inning, but hopefully no one's got something to say about it. Third baseman playing in. Ball 1 misses 1-0 as we're approaching 2 hours here in this live stream. Here comes the pitch. 2-0 upstairs. First base coach wasn't even there to begin things on the first pitch. Do we have someone going to the bullpen? No, we don't. 2-0, and it's a strike. 2-1. Just barely hit the zone. If that were 3-0, that would have been sweet. But instead, it's 2-1. Hot shot up the middle. There we go. Base hit up the middle. Fourth in the contest for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Mason Fix, I definitely won here. You need something. You really need something to break up his mojo, Eric Culver. You see Grant Mellerson, he's playing in. And Reed Fleming's going to run for Noah English. English did a good job with the base hit out to center. Reed's going to pinch run. Reed, a good ball player, as they are going to talk things over out here. Looks like the pitching coach for Muskingum is going to talk things over. Once again, their head coach is, let's see here if I can make sure the papers won't blow away. It's Jake Cooper, I think. Nobody's in the bullpen for the Muskies, as Reed is the pinch runner at first. Someone is finally going to the bullpen for us. I think Vince will be back out there in the top of the ninth. Can't tell who it is right now. Hear the pop of the mitt right there. As Mason, I'm definitely laying one down for Mason, but that's just me speaking. It's 14. That's, I believe, Cade Swisher. It's not Mason Decker. I think Mason's 13. Cade's 14. Cade is indeed 14. Cade is 14. He's in the bullpen for the good guys. Pick off, safe. Noah had the fourth hit of the ball game, but his day is done as Reed takes over at first as a pinch runner. Mason the batter. Another pickoff, and Reed is safe. Reed is safe. See Carson warming up. I assume he'll take over at third. But it's at Mason watches it upstairs, 1-0. There's Petracca. Carson does a good job. I assume at least he'll be at third. And Reed, third time they've tried to get him out today. And third time they failed to do it. Carson's done warming up. Here's pitch. Mason bunts one first base side. It's a fair ball. Just applying the tag on Mason. Reed easily makes it down to second. Dennis Rittlinger, Night Rider. Tying run in scoring position, 1 out. Coach Lozinski telling Reed what to do out there. Come on, Dennis. Big play right here, perhaps. Trying to end our 3-game losing streak. 1-0 bottom of the 8th. Dennis is watching, and it's 0-1. It is 0-1. Cade's still cooking in the pen, I believe. He's just stretching right now. Reed at second. On 1, Dennis fouls it, it's 0-2. You heard Muskingum, they want him to strike out Dennis, but Dennis does not want to. You know darn well he doesn't want to strike out, and I know I don't want him to strike out. I want him to get on base and tie this thing. Maybe give us the lead. But he will watch for a ball. That looked mighty close. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dennis Rittlinger, Night Rider. Dennis waiting. Dennis Wazoo is off. Reed's going down third. Here's the throw. It's spiked. It gets away. Reed's going to score, and this ball game is tied. He'll make it in without a throw. So Dennis won't have to worry about anything crazy. Well, that was crazy, but he won't have to worry about hitting the ball because Reed just raced around. A bad throw by the catcher. Dennis out to deep right center field, way back there. It's going to be a ground rule double. He's got to hold it second. It's a ground rule double. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. And Eric Culver cannot believe it. Gave up a single to Noah English. Reed pinch ran, Mason sack bunt. And Reed scored on a bad throw from the catcher and Benny Hess. Dennis then doubles. And now it's Sean Kalanick. 1-1 tie. The crowd back in it, that's for sure. Sean waits. Ball 1-0. Everybody going nuts on our side. It's a change of mood, that's to say the least. 1 ball, no strikes. Sean Kalanick is waiting. Here it comes. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Dennis at second. Dennis again scoring position. Sean trying to cash him in. 2-1. He misses low. And still nobody in the bullpen for Muskingum. You see it right there. Ain't nobody there. That might be a mistake. 5 hits for us, 9 for Muskingum, but only 1 run apiece. Dennis. Safe. Good job. 2-1. Dennis Rittlinger, Night Rider again, the man at second. 1 gone. Sean Kalanick hits 1 out to left and foul. Hey, no need to panic about a rally in the 9th. Unless they score in the 9th. Because this ball game is tied at 1. Sean on 2-2. He's waiting. He's going to hit 1 off the glove. 1 hop this time. Throw down to first. Sean is gone. Nice try as Justin Carinchi's up. 2 out here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Justin Carinchi. Looks like they finally got someone going to the bullpen out there for the Muskies. Might be coming in the 9th inning. Justin is down 0-1. He is down 0-1 as we have once again the go-ahead run at second, and Dennis hit a ground rule double. 2 out. Okay, now the pitch. Ooh, what's Justin swing? That's going down third. He'll make it in there. No throw. Anything that'll sit down the outfield, and we are winning. It is that simple, folks. 0-2, Dennis Rillinger, Night Rider at third. Justin Carinchi. Think he may have gone. They appealed down, and they don't. They believe he did not. 1-2, 2 out here in the bottom half of the 8th. Sun making its way out here, folks. 1-1 our score. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Justin is up. Pitch. Justin rolls 1 foul, first base side. Justin Carinchi trying to make it a 2-1 ball game and get us out of a 3-game losing streak, perhaps, if we can shut him out of the 9th. But for now, it's tied at 1 in the 8th. Justin out to left. That'll sit down. Base hit. Dennis scores. It's 2-1. Justin Carinci's hyped up. Delivers with 2 strikes and 2 outs. And the good guys have our first lead of the ball game. Oh my goodness. Howie Kilbane. There goes Justin. Throw down to second. It gets away. Justin going down to third. He'll make it in there. They're not even going to bother throwing it down. And the wheels are falling off of Muskingum. At least for Eric Culver. Two runs, 6 hits, even though it says 2 runs, 5 hits. Maui's up. Lots of chatter on our dugout as it is 2-0 now to Maui Kilbane. Three and 0 is the count. Again, set once again. Here comes a pitch. And it's a strike. Good comeback there, making it 3-1. Three and 1 pitch. And Maui's on base. Maui Kilbane walks. It's just going from bad to worse in this inning. Nathan Zinn is the batter. Runners at the corners, Justin at third, Maui at first, 2 gone, and I'm very surprised that Culver's still out there. Ball 1, he misses bad. 2-1 score here against the Muskies. Nathan Zinn watches, and it's a good job there by Hess. Benny Hess, the catcher, but it's 2-0. I think John's going to check in a minute. 2-0 coming up. 3-0. Oh, my goodness. Muskingum just cannot get that third out, can they? Three balls, no strikes. Nathan Zinn watches. It's 3-1. Lot less pressure now for the good guys' bats. 3-1 pitch. Fouled back. Maui's going to have a jump start. Nate trying to make it at least 3-1. Full count, 2 out. Here's the payoff. High in the air, first base side. Is there room? Yes. But not after 2 runs cashed in. Courtesy of Reed Fleming blazing around the bases. And Justin Carinci with the go-ahead bloop single out to left. And would you look at that? Vince Dulcimaccio says, I want to finish this. I want to finish the Muskies tonight. At least in the first leg of this doubleheader. But you know he'll be on a tight leash. Short leash to say the least. Believe it's going to be the top of the order. Grant Millerson, followed by Jackson Duchesne, followed by Toby Tiki. 5th time they are going back to the top of the order. Joey's out. Dennis still at center. Carson Petreka now at third. I believe that's Reed at left, and I would not be mistaken. Tur's still at second. Sean still at short. So the only substitutions, Carson Petreka at third. And Reed Fleming out at left. Joey Marasek is done for the day. At least done for this game. Strike one, 0-1. Vince Dulcimaccio fires one in there to Grant Mellerson. Mellerson dribbles one to first, 2 hops this time. Flip down to Vince, 1 gone. Obviously the dugout's psyched right now. The bullpen just as psyched. Looks like Cade won't be needed today, barring a meltdown, but let's hope for no meltdown as Duchesne is up. Jackson Duchesne. Jackson Duchesne. Fouls one back, 0-1. We're definitely having a blast right now. Ahead 2-1, courtesy of a good 8th inning. Comes the 0-1. Whoa, 1-1. And Vince Dulcimaccio has had a whale of a game today. I mean, not easy giving up a bunch of base runners and limiting damage to only 1, but that's what Vince has done today. Kudos to him. 1-1. 2-1 low. Obviously, the game's not over yet. As Jackson Duchesne is the batter. 1 out, nobody on, 9th inning. Missed, 3-1. Muskingum definitely enjoys that. As Toby Tiki waits patiently on deck. 3-1. Pitch. 3-2, heads up. And lands in a tree before falling to the pavement. 3-2, 1 out. Getting set. Pitch. Struck him out, and we have him down their last out. Toby Tiki, their last hope. Toby Tiki trying to keep faith alive, trying to keep hope alive for the Muskies. The left fielder. Upstairs 1-0, it's all right. I still see Swish cooking in the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Toby Tiki, the batter. Vince looking for another 1, 2, 3 inning. Hasn't had too many of them today. Muskingum's dugout going nuts right now. Pitch coming up. There we go. 2-1 now to Tiki. Crowd hoping for that last out. Vince Dulcimaccio is 2. Pitch. Roar to first. We have them down to their last strikeout at least. 2-2. This is it. Perhaps the last gasp of breath for the Muskies. Toby Tiki. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vince Dulcimaccio. Oh, he hit him. He hit him, so Muskingum's not dead yet. It hit Toby Tiki. So now it will be the second baseman, Sam Palmieri. Sam Palmieri. Dulcimaccio needs an out. Any out. Preferably before the tying run scores. Ball 1 low. Been a great game for both schools today. We'll see if second game is any good. Almost got him on the pickoff. No double, says Coach Carinci. 1 ball, no strikes. Vince trying to finish what he started. Pickoff attempt down to first. Safe again. He really likes to try to pick off batters. He's had no such luck today, but you never know. Maybe that's how this game ends. Who knows? 1 ball, no strikes. Runner goes. It's a throw down. Second is safe. It looked like it was off the bag, but the umpire begs to differ. Tying run at second. 2 out. He's in scoring position. I believe it's a 2-0 count, if not 1-1, of course. Sam Palmieri. Anything that sits down the outfield, that's not good. 2-0 pitch coming off Vince Dulcimaccio. Gets him to sky, 1 out to right. Justin Carinci, how fitting that he's going to catch it to win it. And the 3-game losing streak is over. And the Jackets pull up a 2-1 win over those pesky Muskies. Everybody's all smiles out there. What a game. Justin Carinci, who had the last out of the ball game, also had the go-ahead single in the ball game. Oh, we needed that. Something to get motivation back up. Something to get things back up and running. All right. Here's the hero of the ball game. Justin, take us through the go-ahead single.
Just trusting in my teammates to get on base there, and they got on base for me so I could do the job. That's all.
2 strikes. How are you still hanging in it?
Oh, just looking at coach on the bench tells me to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Go get the hit. Thanks, Tom.
All right, thank you, Justin. Reed, good hustle around the base paths. What were you thinking out there as a tying run?
Just trying to do my job, getting scoring position, and just happy to throw on the plate. We were past third base, got it up.
All right, good job, Reed, as always. No, thank you. Tommy Murray, thanking you for watching. We're going to have more fun. Hopefully the women's lacrosse game later tonight at 5. That'll be, I believe, against Once They Otterbein. So, Tyron, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for WHBW. But if this is the last live stream of the day, thank you for watching. Whatever it is, so long for now.